News at the bottom of the hour. Another bomb explodes in the Middle East. Ethnic cleansing in Europe.
God almighty.
I feel so funny, so sad. One little steam on my clothes. Maybe I could fix things up so I can. What's the matter, baby?
More moss, as you will transform these gifts into life, deep and true. The Lord be with you.
And also with you.
Leo, if it weren't for you, I could cancel the early mass.
You have to get up early to call God into the city.
God's everywhere, Leo.
Yes, but he's a gentleman. Won't go where he's not asked. Here.
Thomas Aquinas, proofs for the existence of God.
You're preaching on it next Sunday. Bishop's orders for the diocese.
When exactly am I supposed to have time to prepare that?
I refuse, and no power on
Morning,
earth
Lisbon.
make me bend my knee. Bring on the seraphim and the cherubim.
How are you today, huh?
Unleash the mythical demons and beasts. My power's the
Up and
greatest.
at 'em.
You can't
Up and at 'em,
stop
gentlemen.
me.
I want all this cardboard gone by the time I get back from my run. I don't want to spend the whole morning cutting it up.
This is a disgrace, you know that? You really should not let these people sleep here.
And where are they supposed to sleep?
They pee in the street, you know that?
I suppose your dog holds it till he gets home.
Another
I'll see you in court.
Yeah, go fax yourself.
Oh, that's wonderful language coming from a priest.
On top of this, I'm supposed to prove God exists?
Bishop's orders, Ray!
Peace be with you.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Oh, that's not exactly true. I'm afraid I'm going to sin.
It's nothing to be afraid of. We're all gonna sin.
But I'm gonna have an abortion, Father. The church says that I'll go to hell if I have one. What should I do, Father?
Look, this is serious stuff. Why don't you come through the curtain? We can talk about this face to face.
I don't want to talk. I want to know what to do.
You're an adult with your own conscience. I can't tell you what to do. I can only tell you what the church teaches. If you want, what I think.
What are you saying, Father? That my conscience is more important than what the church teaches?
Hey, can anybody here prove God exists?
Who took my sandwich?
I can prove he doesn't, but who listens to me?
Can someone explain to me why a church has an atheist on its staff?
Well, I don't want a business manager who thinks that God will provide.
I don't believe in God, but I like religion.
Whose turn to chair?
That'd be you.
No, I did it last time.
Really?
You're the only one that can control them.
Thanks, Rachel.
When are they going to be finished with the,
Soon. So till then, everyone duck and cover.
Really?
Okay, items of business.
Oh,
Chair recognizes Sydney.
thank you. Zoning board hearing this afternoon. Let's all turn out.
And if the priest could try and look like priests?
Well, don't look at me.
And let me do the talking, Ray?
Don't I always?
No.
Next,
Yeah.
Eric.
Yeah, we're batting for the cycle this week. Besides all the masses, there are babies to be baptized, young people to be married, and the divorced and separated group is having a meeting.
Well, I'll do the funerals if you do the weddings.
You know, I've never understood why you prefer funerals to weddings, Ray.
With the funerals, at least you know they'll stay dead.
Well, you're doing my wedding. It's this weekend. I'm sorry. I cannot have a baby priest doing it. It has to be done right.
Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry.
I get the baptisms too, I assume?
You're better with babies than me.
Closer to their age.
Sorry. Thanks a lot. I feel like a Sacramento bending machine.
Anything else?
Oh, did anybody see that game last night? Yes. Was that incredible? Did you believe that pass in the fourth quarter?
Sheriff recognizes Sister Maureen.
What's up, Mo?
God. Do you think we could talk about God?
If he's out of money, he's on his own.
Ray, do you ever listen to yourself? I thought we agreed to get rid of the sexist language for God. I am so tired of having God only called Father.
That's what he is. Look at the pictures. He's a wise old man like me.
Look, now's not the time to rewrite the Bible.
They want you at the school, Father Ray. Fight.
Come on, the kids are always fighting each other. Let's finish this, please.
This kid's fighting a teacher.
Good for him. Think big.
Why do you think everything's a joke?
Why do you think everything's a tragedy?
He's a transfer student, so we don't know him very well. His mother's on the way over here now. He knows karate, Ray.
I think I'll be okay, Ann. Mark?
I don't want to talk to a priest. I don't like priests.
But there's some priests you do like. Even if you know karate, like it says here. And what about the fighting monks of the Shaolin Temple?
You're funny, don't you? You don't know anything. They're Taoists. They don't believe in God.
Do you?
I believe there's a God, just not for me. Now leave me alone. Don't do that.
Who's gonna stop me, huh? You gonna stop me? Come on. That's all right. It's all right. That's it. It's all right, boy.
Do you ever just want to go away? Just disappear?
And if you did, leave a big hole in the world.
No. Even when people die, they don't leave a hole in the world.
Hey. Aren't you awfully young to be talking about dying?
Bottom shelf left.
I got a thing.
Oh, Father Reno, I'd like you to meet...
Ray?
Mr. Summers?
Gemma!
You know each other?
Yeah, Gemma was one of the first women admitted to a Catholic divinity school. We used to study the Bible together.
If you'll excuse me.
Wow!
You haven't changed at all.
You either.
So you stuck with it?
Yeah, well, you know, it's, the job market is tight and there's no heavy lifting. And you?
I'm a mother. 3 children, 2 of them mine. Mark's my stepson. So, how are things?
Great. They're great. And you?
Great. Great. Well, not perfect, but good.
Look, you've got a really good boy, but I'd like to meet with you and the boy's father.
That might be a little bit difficult. Alex is a research chemist in his hours.
I'm sorry, it's school policy for fights. Both parents.
All right, then. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Thank you. Your Honor, please understand I am not against the church. But I want that soup kitchen shut down. I mean, I have clients coming in all the time looking at my newly refurbished apartment building and loving it. But when they see a certain element that the church is bringing into this neighborhood.
Great,
Your Honor.
promise.
Your Honor, it's not the church that's ruining the neighborhood. This man, Your Honor, this man is the one bringing an undesirable element into the neighborhood.
Your Honor, I am bringing in young professionals.
Well, that's exactly what I mean. This man is bringing in yuppie scum, no offense, Your Honor, into what has become one of the few stable, racially mixed neighborhoods in the city.
You don't want to improve the neighborhood.
Oh, yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do, but for the people who live there.
Okay, Ray, you gotta get a grip.
Everything has let these people down, Your Honor. Everything! Government, housing, politics, education, but the church will not. By God, it will not.
Damn. I thought that went rather well, considering.
Ray, what are we doing?
I don't know. If they rule for us, where are we going to get the money to pay for these programs? Praying we lose.
No, Ray, I mean, what are we doing? Look, we're supposed to be priests, right? Not social workers. Look, I'm going away for a week, Ray.
Well, fine, just not this week.
No, this week. I'm making a retreat to a monastery. I need time to pray.
Pray? It's no time to pray. We got a church to run here.
I'll be back in a few days, Ray.
What? Hey, look, we got about 1 million masses to do. Who the hell's gonna say all these masses?
What are you saying? That my conscience is more important than what the church teaches?
That's as far as the bishop got. He turned it off as soon as he realized what it was.
I won't discuss this with you. It's under the seal.
I know that. We all respect that, Ray. The bishop would never say this, but what's on here isn't exactly church teaching. Now, Ray, we both know His Excellency has zero tolerance for deviation on this issue.
I can't say things I don't believe, Arthur. Never been able to.
You're a good confessor, Ray. But sex is your Achilles heel.
I think you need an anatomy lesson, Arthur.
It would be a shame to lose you.
Is that what this is about?
Be careful, Ray.
As of today, I'm declaring a moratorium on sins of the flesh in St. Thomas Parish. You see this little book? This is the gospel. If it was written today, it wouldn't get published. Not enough sex. And all the stuff that we've reduced religion to. Contraception, homosexuality, promiscuity, abortion. They aren't in here. Oh, maybe a mention. But they're not what the book is about. And I was not ordained to be a sexual traffic cop. It's what I'm turning into most of the time. So, until further notice, I will not hear any more sexual sins in the confessional. For sex, go to St. Patrick's or St. Lucy's.
Look, I wasn't crazy about sending Mark to a religious school. I'm not much on candles and incense and all that. What do you...
Ritual. Things that address the senses. Bells and smells, we call it.
But they tell me this is the best school in the area. And I want the best for Mark.
He hit a teacher, Mr. Constantine.
I know what Mark did. What did the teacher do?
The teacher gave your son a B. Mark says he can't get B's or he'll get in trouble at home. Now, the kid's working way above his head. Is there some reason to keep up this impossible pressure?
If I may, did Mark deserve an A?
It doesn't matter. Dr. Bryan is one of our best teachers. In the first semester, he never gives anyone above a B.
If you can't give an A when it's deserved, I can understand why the kid's upset.
All right, well, call me when the kid gets into drugs or he has a nervous breakdown, all right?
You know, you're such an expert on kids, you really should have some of your own.
The guy has everything. What's he got to be so mad about?
He knows he can lose it. Mark's mother died in a car crash. Since then, Alex has been a little controlling. I met him shortly after.
You got lucky there.
I did a terrible thing to him, Ray. I needed someone to love. I saved him from his sorrow.
I still say you got lucky there.
Thank you. Well, if you could give a hand with Mark, I would appreciate it very much.
You know, we could use some help around here, too. Person with your background.
If I came back, the church would fall down.
Well, I'll hear your confession.
Dream on.
Okay, then. You hear mine.
You're on.
No, there's no St. Tiffany. No, there's no St. Barbie, no St. Beverly. Why don't you have a nice saint's name like Anna or Maria?
I have those.
You have those?
Yeah.
Okay,
I love it here. I feel I can really find God here. Just where I'm supposed to be. This is what I want.
But what you must ask in prayer is it what God wants for you?
Of course, Father. Oh, please, God, want this for me. Please. I'll never ask for anything ever again.
What's the celebration?
I switched the goalies. That way, if he blocks the ball, he succeeds. But if he misses it, it's a score for his team.
The other team doesn't mind?
Every team's got a kid who needs some pressure taken off. How was that? Terrible. I was very pleased. See ya.
Who was that kid?
You and Alex have done a good job. He just needs a sign on him. Contents under pressure. Do not puncture.
How dare you come up with these things?
Alcoholic father, demanding mother. Start to notice other people's needs before your own. Find you can help, and that makes you a little bit like Jesus. So you become more and more like him until you wind up just like him. A little wooden, nailed into a life you aren't sure you want.
Sounds like a marriage to me.
Well, why don't you leave?
Why don't you?
Life's too short not to get what you want.
Speak of the devil. Rachel, what's up?
Messages, Father Ray. There's a priest senate and a sick call.
Oh, goody.
Gentlemen, this session of the priest senate is now in order. Whose deal?
So, anybody but me hearing a lot more sexual sins and confession lately?
What's up?
Seems that somebody's been taping Ray's confessions.
Everybody knows.
They're taping confessions. It's crazy.
Everything nowadays is crazy. You should have been here in the old days when we'd food churches and priests were kings. The whole thing started to fall apart when we gave up hell. I miss hell. What the hell has ever happened to hell?
Can't do better in a full house.
He's bluffing. I'll take two.
That was no confession. It was politics, plain and simple. Why else did they have a tape sent to the bishop?
It's the VC.
VC?
Mm-hmm.
Vinculum Caritatis. It's a new conservative group out to expose hopeless liberals like Ray here for the heretics they really are.
I call.
You're not supposed to tell the truth in poker, Ray. It's against the rules.
Always tell the truth. Nobody ever believes you. Ante up, gentlemen. Tonight it's a benefit for the soup kitchen. Hey, Gemma.
I haven't been in one of these in years. You've done nice things with it. Carpet, pictures. It's nice.
Now, you know I was kidding the other day when I said...
Oh, I know. But it got me to thinking. There are some things that I just as soon leave behind. I know you're not hearing sexual sins right now, but...
Yep.
What about the opposite? Sins of omission. You used to say that love was reaching. Well, we've stopped. Maybe it's just that Alex is out of reach, or I am. Still, it's become a life without touch. And in a life without touch, you begin to feel untouchable.
Gemma, maybe I shouldn't be hearing this.
What do you mean?
Well, I lack a certain objectivity. I mean, after all we've been through, it just seems, well, inappropriate.
Inappropriate? Oh my, have I embarrassed myself?
No, not at all. It's just that having this kind of conversation is just...
Oh my, I have embarrassed myself.
Look, what happened to us was a long time ago. And holding on to a relationship, it just isn't right.
Is that what you think this is? Ray, you're a priest. I came here for confession. If you thought...
No, I didn't think that. I just wanted
This isn't romance, Ray. I left you behind years ago. I'm the one who got on with my life. If you're still stuck back there...
I didn't mean to offend you
look,
here.
You're right about one thing, Ray. Something here is inappropriate. You'll excuse me.
Ray, we're here. On time and ready, so.
Okay, bride side, groom side. Mother's brought down by the ushers. Then here comes the bride. Bride kisses the father. Very nice. Bride takes groom's hand. Okay. Now then, do you want Alberto take Maritza to have and to hold, etc., etc., etc.?
I do.
And do you, Maritza, take J.A. to have and to hold, etc., etc., etc.? The answer is I do.
Maybe it is and maybe it isn't.
Everything's fine. Let's just go on.
Then you'll go on without me.
Look, it's a bachelor party. It's just a bachelor party.
I know what your friends are going to be doing at that bachelor party, and I don't want my husband to be a part of it. After parties like that, the guys come to the wedding hungover and laughing about the night before.
This is a problem for me.
You bet it is.
No, primero, mira, entiende.
Eso es lo que te estoy diciendo. Entonces, como yo soy más importante...
What am I supposed to tell my friends?
I don't care what you tell me.
This has been planned for months, okay?
Well, then we have a problem, don't we? Que tú quieres a tus amigos más que yo no quiero a mí.
No me estoy casando con
Eso
ellos, me
es lo
estoy
que yo te estoy
casando
diciendo.
contigo.
Inappropriate. Inappropriate. Ray, never say that to anybody. Never.
What's so bad about inappropriate?
You know when kids are little and they stick their tongues out at each other and call each other stupid? Yeah. Well, the grown-up version of that is, you were inappropriate. It sounds nicer, but it means exactly the same thing.
I tell you, I've been mugged in confession. I've been verbally abused. But until today, I've never been embarrassed. But I'm sorry.
Well, it was your own fault.
You're right. I never ended it. Jim, I sat there with my hand on the phone, but I couldn't pick it up. I knew if I saw you that I couldn't say goodbye. I couldn't say it. And I really wanted to be a priest.
And I really wanted to have a family.
Well, congratulations. We got what we wanted.
Happy endings.
Happy endings.
So are you a good priest?
Depends on who you ask.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, I think I'm a good priest. But there are days.
Exactly. There are days. And it never turns out to be what you expect.
Never. You know. Good night.
Very.
Goodbye, Gemma.
Right? God never gives you what you want anyway.
Maybe I can fix things up so they'll go. What's the matter?
Bless me, Father, for I'm afraid I'm going to sin.
What? For an abortion you're gonna have? Well, I don't buy it. I don't think you're pregnant. I think this is a setup. You're making a mockery of the confessional.
You're wrong. I need your help.
Why are you trying to destroy me as a priest? Why are you taping these confessions?
My mother told me to. It doesn't mean I don't need your help.
Well, did your mother tell you to use protection when you're having sex?
Is that what you're telling me?
For the tape?
Why? Would you say something different for the tape? Is that the kind of priest you are, Father Ray? Maybe my mother was right.
Okay. For the tape, then.
Messages. Chancery called wants to know if you said God was a woman.
Are you mad at me, Ray?
No. And he's coming to hear your homily on the proofs of the existence of God.
Oh, great. The more the merrier. Anything else?
Yeah, we're overdrawn at the bank, and the collection isn't going to cover the school payroll.
Oh, great. Great. Okay, here's what you do. First thing, call Arthur and tell him I've had plenty of time to study the sacred writings of Thomas Aquinas, and I'm delighted that he's coming. Then call the developer and tell him to send over one big, fat envelope full of cash. We're closing the soup kitchen on Sunday because we can't afford to pay for it anyway.
Hey, Ray, are you okay?
Never better. And you want to know why? Because I've just signed my own death sentence. And you know what? It's a relief.
Father Ray? What are you doing here?
Phil, good to see you. What brings you here?
The fundraiser for the Youth Ministries Conference. Isn't that why you're here?
Well, a former lover of mine is upstairs, and we're trying to decide if we're going to start the affair all over again.
It's open.
picked quite a place to talk.
I'm a wreck.
What do you wreck over?
Afraid you wouldn't come. Afraid you would come. Afraid you'd take one look at me and realize it's been years. 2 children and 1 cesarean later. Afraid I'm out of practice. If I were a man, I would call it performance anxiety.
Is that all?
Why, what are you afraid of?
I'm afraid that I might love you.
Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark. Come on, Mark. Come on. Attack the ball. Attack it. Attack the ball. This is yours. Yes. Yes. No.
Hey, nice game, Mark. Great effort at the end.
We'll talk about it at home.
Oh, wait up. I bring it all over here now. I wish you were my father.
See you later.
Would you hear my confession?
That depends. Is the tape going?
Why do you think that I'm...
Oh, please, I want it going. I want everything I say to be on record. Why do you come here? There are plenty of places that will tell you what you want to hear. Do you want someone to punish you? Because I won't. Neither will Father Ray.
Well, God. Will he send me to hell?
Hell.
You don't believe in hell.
Well, after we've sent people there for eating meat on Friday, I began to have my doubts.
You're all so glib. Father Ray makes a joke out of everything. I expected better from you.
Rachel, don't go. Yes, I believe in hell. I believe it's a place of fear, isolation, loneliness, and desperation. Yes, I believe in hell. Will God send you there? What worse hell can you be in than the one you're in right now?
He evidently told the kid he couldn't go back to the school. Jerk. That's not the hot issue, Ray. Mark snuck out, took the father's car, drove at high speed into the nearest tree. He tried to kill himself, and he is still trying to kill himself in emergency.
Dr. Franklin. Ray, they won't let us in there.
This is your fault.
My fault, teacher's fault, everybody but yours. Can I go in there?
Be my guest, Ray. His pressure's so low we can't sedate him. Anything you can do to calm him down will help.
But I'm his father. Hey! I am his father!
Father Ray doesn't believe in hell. He thinks it's so simple. He thinks he's so liberal, saying, do what you want, like that's some kind of a favor. I don't know what I want. I want to know. I want to be sure. I have nothing to hold on to, Leo. Nothing.
Nothing but you and God.
Yeah.
That is as good a definition of pure faith as I've ever heard. Pull back the curtain, Rachel, and come and talk with me.
Stop this, Mark. No, it's not the time. Look, you said you wished I was your father. Okay, then.
Okay, then act that way and listen to me. Listen, you gotta let somebody else take over here, buddy.
Look, I know you think there's no God for you. I know you think there's no God, but I'm gonna look at mine for a while. Smell this oil, Mark.
That smells good, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay, stay with me, Mark. Shaolin monks use this stuff. Warriors after battle, it heals. Heal and give strength to my friend Mark. To his mind, his sight, his hearing, his breath, his hands, and his heart. He doesn't think when people die, they leave a hole in the world, but they do. They do, Mark. Just like your mother's death left a great big hole in the world. You know where that hole is? It's right here. It's right here in your heart. You're right. He's not my son. He needs to talk to you.
Gemma once told me she had an affair with a priest. It was you, wasn't it?
I wasn't a priest at the time.
Tell me, slept with her lately?
Look, this isn't about me. Your son just tried to kill himself because he thinks you hate him. Go talk to him.
I take it that's a yes.
Would you believe me if I told you?
Did you sleep with my wife?
No. I'll go talk to your son.
You tell me you think I hate you. Well, you're a smart kid. I do hate you, Mark. I hate you. I hate that you're handsome and free and reckless. I hate that you did this to yourself. And I hate that I could push you to do something like this. I always thought the biggest hate I could ever feel was at your mother for dying and leaving me. And if you die, I will hate you forever. And I can't. I can't. I can't.
You were right. You're a good priest.
Yeah, maybe if I didn't hate God so much.
How can I ever thank you?
How about running away with me and leaving your family and my vocation behind?
Maybe about an hour ago. You're just like Alex in some ways. You've got everything and you don't see it.
Except he's got everything and you.
You've got everything and God.
Mrs. Constantine.
Yeah.
Your son's asking for you.
Okay.
Oh, man, I need appropriate kisses.
Well, Eric did the morning mass for you.
He's back?
You got tired of the jam and jelly routine. Maureen says you spent half the night at the hospital. Are you okay?
I think every choice I've ever made in my life is wrong. Other than that.
I spent half the night with someone just like you.
Yeah? What'd you tell him?
I told him to go see you. Did you love her?
Yes.
We're supposed to love them all.
It's a hell of a job. Can you do it, Leo?
My faith's a lot simpler than that. When I see the world and its wonder, what am I to say? I do not think I'll kill myself today.
Who's that, Chesterton?
Lena Horne. Let's go.
Thomas Aquinas says that we can prove God exists because the world is a well-ordered place, and that therefore some divine intelligence must have created it. Well, Tom Aquinas must have lived in a better neighborhood than we do. Look, I can't prove there's a God. I find this scary since I'm betting my life there is one. I can't prove it, but I do catch a glimpse of him from time to time. I say him with apologies to Sister Maureen, but when I saw God last, he was a father reaching for a son. And for a second, I saw God. It didn't make me feel any better. Maybe that's not what God is for. But I saw him. And I believe I will see him today and tomorrow. And whose face? I don't know. And that's the adventure. So, that's the best I can do. And that's faith. If you're looking for proofs, you're in the wrong business.
I named my
Maria, Ana Maria Stephanie Beverly Gonzalez.
All right. Well, I baptize you Anna Maria Tiffany Beverly Gonzalez.
When I see the world and its wonders, what is there to say? I don't think, oh no, I don't think I'll end it all today. Away with the river, away with the razor, away with the pearly gates, away with barbiturates, away with the second all, the fall from the building tall. No, I don't think I'll end it all today.
Don't think I'll drown myself. Don't think I'll cut my throat. Don't think I'll commit Harry. Don't think I'll jump on the ferry. No, I don't think I'll end it all
She's a beauty queen. But a more appropriate title might be Miss Cheating, Lying, Show Stealing, Tramp.
Wow, you're backstabbing. You should be really careful what you say about me. Keep it moving!
Crowned and Dangerous, ABC Sunday.